to advance the good of those whose interests.
Parliament's Rules and Privileges Committee has proposed amendments to campaign rules governing how business is conducted in the House, seeking to have them deferred to a later date.
I propose that you now go and study the proposals, and if there are any who wish to make proposals, they should be submitted early enough to the clerk. Otherwise, there will be no spontaneous proposals from the floor.
The Speaker of Parliament is at the higher risk of losing out, having been the main beneficiary of the open public campaigns in the recent week, which has seen her meeting leaders from several regions, including Bukedi, Bugisu, and Sebei.
Kadaga.
While the three other contenders have been keen on this mode of campaigning, they more or less stopped at publicly declaring interest.
Going to ask us to express interest in whatever office we intend to vie for. That is when I'll go and express my interest.
At the moment, the recommendations have not been welcomed by members from across the political divide. Each camp deems the changes are aimed at benefiting the other, especially the individuals currently occupying the offices.
In NRM, we even line up. What will they say about lining up in NRM if they are only worried of campaigning? So that one can't work.
So is there secret campaigns in Uganda that you go and campaign secretly? How?
The proposal by the Rules and Privileges Committee of Parliament coincidentally comes at a time when members of the National Resistance Movement Party aspiring to contest for the position of Speaker and Deputy Speaker have been barred from the open public campaigns. This legislator, speaking on condition of anonymity, said the party's Central Executive Committee will deliberate on the contestation.
One wonders why this particular amendment comes at a very time when the President has just started saying that no campaigns for the speakership. That means that NRM and the President himself are overruling Parliament.
So I would probably say that maybe the President got hold of this report somehow and saw what we had recommended, and if that is really the way we want to go.
Kira Municipality Member of Parliament Ibrahim Semujunganda has threatened to drag Parliament to court if the bill is debated and passed. Semuju is aspiring for the same position as the Speaker and her deputy.
In this case, you had supporters of the Honorable Kadaga who started quarreling some time back that people were using bad language. And one of the candidates to the office of the Speaker said, now, Rules Committee, go and handle. That can't happen. That you sit in the chair and then order the rules to be changed the way you like them.
But those in favor of the proposal say the bill aims to maintain the dignity of the august House.
We still have maintained that decorum for the office of Speaker, that it's not an office that you campaign for. It's not really certainly an office that you go and just talk in public about other contenders like these ordinary offices that we occupy.
Other proposals entail amending of the Prime Minister's question time to provide for questions to be sent ahead of time, while also further regulating the electronic coverage of Parliament. The proponents are also calling for more plenary days for the House to include Monday. In troubling turn, the amendments could also see the number of nominees for the aspirants of East African Legislative Assembly seats reduced to 5, with the introduction of nomination fees amounting 3 million shillings. This time, the positions of Speaker and Deputy Speaker have hotly been contested, with 3 individuals for the speakership and more than 5 for the Deputy Speaker. Jackson Onyango, NTV.